Ciao gamer, so che non c'è un video di Pokémon, non mi uccide, ora spiego tutto. Allora, oggi c'è un video un po' speciale, è quello post Games Week ancora, perché appunto quando sono stato a Games Week, il giorno prima c'è stato un evento organizzato da Bandai con Dimps e Hideo Baba. Dimps è lo studio che sta dietro a Dragon Ball, sta uscendo adesso il nuovo Dragon Ball Xenoverse, e Hideo Baba invece, diciamo che è il Miyamoto della situazione, sta dietro a alla serie di Tales of, che tra l'altro ho scoperto essere lunghissima e non lo sapevo. Comunque ho avuto il piacere di intervistarli, è tutto in inglese, quindi cioè, io sono imbarazzante, come ero incredibilmente impacciato, lo si vede subito, gamer, vabbè, non mi distruggere nei commenti per questa cosa. Comunque iniziamo con l'intervista, prima c'è quella di Hideo Baba e poi quella di Dimps. Those questions are made by asked by some fans that are on our website. So let's go with the first one. Okay, you're a gamer, aren't you? Did you used to play video games when you were a children? What did you play, and what led you to become a developer? Yeah.
Sorry. まず僕が小さい頃、中学生の頃、小学校中学校っていうのは、
when he was a childhood, there's only one place they can play the game, which is the arcade. Arcade was really booming in Japanese, the game market, but not in maybe overseas. But in the arcade, there's a lot of punk guy, there's a lot of bad guys, so kids are really afraid to go there. But around that time, there was actually a family computer was introduced to the market, and he was also one of the big fan of the family computer. And around that time, of course, there was a Super Mario. Super Mario Brothers でしたっけ? Super Mario Brothers was released, and he was also there playing that game. And it's kind of strange to say that I really hate mushrooms. I really hate mushrooms, but at the same time, there's actually I myself was really enjoying the Mario is eating red mushroom to make himself bigger, and get the green mushroom to get the extra life. It's something happening in the game, but somehow I can kind of understand that. Okay, this is how it is in the game. So I do, yeah, that's okay. At the same time, I do enjoy that actually what happening in the game. And after this, there's actually a new machine which is called a Family Basic. Is introduced. Family Basic is something allow you to develop the game, which is not really super complicated around at that time, but that's actually the time he started developing the game by himself. And at that time, the media which you can save all the data was a tape recorders. So whenever you actually create a game, there's a tape recorder. You need to actually save that data, which sounds like a key. Yeah, that's what exactly he said. And that was actually the first time he developed the game and started enjoying developing the game.
Okay, so let's move on to the other question. Okay, what is the most important thing you always keep in mind when you design a new title of the Tales of series?
とにかく一番初めに考えるのはやっぱりテーマです。物語を描く上で今回どういったテーマを、遊んでもらって伝えたいのかっていうのをまず考えます。
One of the first thing he always come up in his mind when he developed the new tales is there's actually two things. One is the theme, and also another one is a message. Those two things are really important for the developing the new tales. And after he think about what would be the message we would like to deliver to the users, based on that thought, we actually develop the main characters. And after the main character development, we actually create a storyline. So it's always the message and the theme is always the first thing he need to create first. Otherwise, we cannot really develop any tales. This is really first step of the tales.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much do you care about gamers or fan requests when you develop a new game?
ですね、例えば日本でいうと僕たちゲームを発売した後にお客様から、公式のホームページとかで、アンケートを取ってるんですね。
So especially in Japan, after we release each tales on our official homepage, we distribute a questionnaire to the users who has purchased the Tales, and which is asking that, what would be the how do you think about this new system? How was the storyline of this new Tales? And of course, we collect all the information, and including that information, of course, we listen to the users in the overseas as well. And but we don't really create the games based on that request or opinion. We of course use this as a reference, especially we feel or we list somewhere. Okay, let's maybe refer to this the opinion of the users. But the most important thing is not to lose what the message we'd like to deliver. This is always the most important things when we develop the game.
This is really awesome. Okay, so what's your favorite character of the Tales of series?
よく聞かれるんですけど、本当難しいんですよね。なぜかというと、どのキャラクターたちも
Okay, so this is really difficult question, and it has been really most frequently asked question by the users always, and because during development, we always create the characters from the scratch. So we actually put that all the design, we actually put all the emotion, and we always put all the characteristic to the each character. So I cannot really choose one, of course. But if I had to choose one, I would say the Leon Magnus from the Tales of Destiny. I really respect his way of life. That's actually the one point. Especially he sacrificed himself to protect his favorite girl. That's actually something even in this real world couldn't really happen. If I were him, I'm not really sure if I could do this, to sacrifice myself to protect someone who I really love. But that's actually one of the biggest reasons why I really love this character.
Okay. Tales of Innocence will be also localized in Italy or in Europe.
はい、そうですね。ハーツ R はね、ようやくこういった形で実現できましたけど、僕たちが今一番力入れているのはチームとして。
So first of all, I'm really happy with finally we could introduce the Tales of Hearts to the Western market, which was one of the biggest dream what I had, and so far. What our dev team is trying to focus is to release the flagship title, and I would say numbering title, to the all over the world as soon as possible. This is actually one of the main things we have been really trying to focus. And of course, we always try to find a time to port some Tales titles which hasn't been released in Europe. But still, as I said, our main focus is release a numbering title as soon as possible to all over the world. And of course, you can wait for the Tales of Hearts, but before that, maybe you can enjoy the Tales of Zestiria.
Okay. That's all. Thank you so much.
はい、ありがとうございます。Thank you, ありがとう。ありがとう。
Gamer, passiamo alla seconda parte dell'intervista. Questa volta siamo come ho detto all'inizio, con Dimps, che è lo studio che lavora dietro a Dragon Ball e ha lavorato adesso a Xenoverse. Quindi andiamo un pochettino a vedere cosa fanno in questo nuovo gioco, cosa vogliono, insomma, come vogliono cambiare la serie di Dragon Ball, ecco.
ユニークな点としては、まず1つ目、アバターシステム、と、バトルですね、この2点だと思います。特に先ほど見ていただいたように、アバターで、ドラゴン
So there are two big aspects that makes Dragon Ball Xenoverse unique. One is the avatar creation, and the second one will be the fighting sequence. The avatar creation is something that you can make yourself go into the Dragon Ball universe, which is something that I used to dream when I was a little kid. I wanted to go inside of Dragon Ball universe and see Goku right in front of me. So that is one of the big things that makes Dragon Ball Xenoverse different from other games. And the second one is the fighting sequence. The concept of the fighting sequence is easy but hardcore and more beautiful. So thanks to the next generation consoles, we have very beautiful graphics that is able to draw Dragon Ball universe as much as possible. And with the easy play, you can see very exciting scenes during the gameplay.
皆さんご存知の通り、トランクス唯一なんですね。世界をこういろいろこう移動できるというのは。
In the original manga or anime, Trunks is the only one character that can go travel the generations over time. So that is obviously something that inspired me to make this new feature and new storyline. Yes.
具体的にはまだ言えないんですけども、そういった、僕たちが知っている物語を
So to answer your question, we don't want to tease you too much, so we don't want to say if that really happens or not, but thanks to Mira and Toa that you saw during the presentation, those evil characters are trying to change the original storyline of Dragon Ball. So you will see many such scenes that you think that, oh, I wanted to change the history, I want to go back, but let's see how it's going to perform. So please stay tuned for more information later on.
そうですね、アバターもたくさん作れますし、キャラクターもたくさん、入れてるんですけども。
Sorry again. We can't spoil you too much about that, but as you can see, you can create millions of avatar characters, and there are many characters coming from the original manga and anime. So if I speak too much, I will be blamed by Bandai Namco people. So please forgive me that I cannot say that at this moment, but please stay tuned for more information.
Okay, thank you. That's it.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Quindi gamer, ecco le 2 interviste, fammi sapere qui sotto nei commenti se li conosci, che te ne pare e se magari ti ho fatto conoscere Tales of, inizia a informartici, ecco, perché in teoria sono dei gran gioconi RPG. Ti dico, io non sono sempre stato abbastanza distante dalla serie, ma comunque non mi sono fatto perdere l'occasione di intervistare Hideo Baba perché è Hideo Baba. E niente, ci vediamo alla prossima, ciao gamer!